What's going on, everybody?
Yo.
We are back in the Layup Lounge. A lot has happened around the association. We're here to talk about it. I'm Roman with my guy Wayne. How are we doing today?
Good, brother. How we doing?
Doing well. A lot of stuff is happening throughout the league right now, and yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
Before I want to get into playoff games, though, I want to talk about Bronny James real quick. Our favorite player.
Yeah.
Our favorite player. He's decided to stay in the draft. I kind of talked about it a little bit last night, but I wanted to get your thoughts. How do you feel about him staying in the draft? I saw that his shooting numbers yesterday. He had a pretty good day yesterday at the combine. Today, not so much. You know, he had 4 points, 4 rebounds. But yeah, just talk about what you expect from him since he is staying in the draft.
Just based on what we saw at the combine, it looks like he checks a lot of the boxes that people were questioning. His athleticism obviously there. He has the weight, he has the height, he has the physicals. And then in the shooting drill, he shot 19 for 25 from three. I think that was like the third or fourth best, like out of everybody there. So he can shoot that thing. So I mean, 3-and-D is going to be like prevalent already. He's turning a lot of heads. Like you said today, he struggled a little bit. He only scored 4 points in the scrimmage, but I feel like that's not his ceiling at all. I feel like someone is going to end up taking that risk and trying to draft him because it's King James' son. You know what I'm saying? There's a chance. You know what I'm saying? He could be something special. So it's still very early. I feel like there's a lot of potential there for him, and I'm hopeful for him because I mean there's a lot of pressure on him already. So I think he's going to live up to those standards.
Yeah, just to go in depth a little bit, I just think that I think he should be late first. Just based off
late first
I think
round.
It should be late first round just because might as well take a flyer. I feel like this whole draft class is about taking flyers on somebody. We don't really know what we're getting out of this draft class. I can't tell you who's in competition for the number 1 pick right now other than Alex Sarr.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's other dudes that we're not even thinking of because we just don't know.
Yeah.
So I think that this is going to be this is a draft about taking chance. They're talking about this is like the worst draft in the last like decade, 10, 15 years or so. So might as well, especially if you're a struggling team. Like what Detroit is sitting at the 20-something pick, and Bronny James is right there.
See, at that point, they might as well just take the best player from overseas. like Bronny James would be cool. He definitely brings some revenue. But if I'm like one of these bottom barrel teams, if we're grasping for straws, I'm gonna take somebody with some more potential upside. I feel like Bronny James is gonna get picked up by like a contender maybe, or just like a team that's already like in good contention.
So would you rather him be on a contender? I mean, well, for the sake of the argument, we can just say the Lakers are contenders. So would you want him with Bron or just in another contender, or would you want him in maybe like a Spurs, Charlotte, the Bulls, like one of those teams, Brooklyn, like one of those teams? Like you think, like where would you think that he thrived better in coming in?
Honestly, I think he's going to be a G League dude, year one, maybe even just like a two-way guy, but for sure he's going to thrive in the G League.
But I guess what system then, you know?
I think a system that they got to have vets. So I feel like Charlotte wouldn't be the best spot for him.
Nah.
San Antonio would be good just because they already have that system in place. They got Popovich down there. That's a good organization to go. That's the best organization to go to if you're trying to develop a player is in San Antonio. I feel like, though, where he gets drafted is going to play a big part of how his career ends up developing and how his path to the NBA plays out. Just because he hasn't reached his full potential yet. There's a lot of question marks still, although he's checked some of those boxes early, and it's a we'll see situation. We don't know much yet.
Yeah, and speaking of, we kind of talked about San Antonio a little bit. Former San Antonio point guard DeJounte Murray is on the Hawks, in which that they secured the number 1 draft pick. Where do you think the Atlanta Hawks should go, like, moving forward at this point? Should they trade DeJounte? Should they trade Trey? Should they just pick at number 1 and let it rock and see what you have? Talk about that.
I mean, obviously Alex Sarr, that's like the talk of the town right now. I think it's kind of a little bit of that Wembanyama hype still, where it's like this 7-foot dude from France that can kind of do everything. He's not really defined. Wemby obviously is levels above him, but Sarr is just kind of like that budget version almost. So I think the Hawks will go ahead.
We got Wemby at home.
Oh, no, we got Wemby at home. So I think they go ahead and take Alex Sarr. There's no real pressure. I mean, you could trade DeJounte at the deadline, or I feel like they need to hold on to Trae Young. He's their guy. I feel like they should. But it also depends on whether who's happy, who's not happy. But I feel like DeJounte is the odd man out in this situation just because he came in after Trae. It's kind of Trae's organization, and I feel like Trae holds a little bit more weight in Atlanta than him. So
I agree. I think that DeJounte Murray would also just fit better on the San Antonio Spurs just because I don't think that he'd shy away from giving Wemby the ball. I think watching Wemby in this first year, you can kind of tell. It's almost like his teammates were hating on him, Like, I feel like he didn't get the ball as much as he should have despite the phenomenal numbers he was putting up. Mm-hmm. So now you have add a guy like DeJounte Murray who, of course, he's going to get his shots up, but I don't think that he'd think twice about giving Wemby the ball when he knows he needs the ball. Trae Young, he's always looking for his. I think he needs his own team. I don't think that a player like Wembanyama would benefit him. I think a team like Orlando might be even a little bit better just because there's no type of guard player over there as well. They need scoring also.
Facts.
So, like, Paulo needs another consistent scorer with him. So that's more of a need of a Trae Young more than DeJounte Murray down there. Mm-hmm. So I think that DeJounte going back to the Spurs, and if you blow the whole thing up, you can trade down to the Orlando Magic, and then you just can get whatever you can get for those guys.
You're talking about cleaning house, trading DeJounte and Trae? Yeah. Just reset with Alex Sarr?
Might as well. I mean, I feel like this is just fate telling them, the universe telling them to do it. They only had a 3% chance of getting the number 1 pick. They were supposed to be 10th. Should we read into anything about LeBron James being in Cleveland last night?
100,000%.
100,000%?
Yes, we should. We know where the king resides. We know where the king originally comes from. We know where he calls home.
Like, he knows Cleveland is whack, though.
But it's deeper than that at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's about being home. It's about his legacy, I feel like. And he didn't. Why would he be in that game? You know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing. He's sending a message to their fan base that he's open to returning if you'll have me.
You think that's what that was?
Yes. And they gave him a standing O. He said what's up to Varejao out in the tunnel. Fans are like, Bron, come back. Like, come back.
Tyrese Maxey was in Dallas last night.
I know there's motion there too.
There's no motion.
No, but I think there's a good chance, bro. I mean, if Bron plays for 2 more years, I think at least for his last year, he'll want to play in Cleveland. I feel, or whatever his last season is, I think he wants to play in Cleveland just to kind of close that loop. Like he won them their first championship. They drafted him. He started his career. He went through the whole ups and downs of it. Let's close it out the right way. Even if he's not the LeBron James we're accustomed to by that point.
He's going to be the LeBron James still.
You think?
He ain't going to be weak. He ain't never going to be weak.
So he's going back.
I don't think he's going to go back, though. I don't know if he's going to go back. I mean, I think that that's home at this point. I think, they were saying that he was there just to visit his mom or whatever, but, Bronny's doing the combine in Chicago, not that far away. Yeah. But he knew what he was doing, though. He was trying to make a show out of it. What did he do? He came in through the second quarter, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're going to see the king walk in. Like,
there's a solid chance. He could pull the D-Wade, get traded midseason, retire there. Could. But
I could very much see it happening, bro. It's just...
Should he retire a Cleveland Cavalier?
100%. I feel like... Although his legacy obviously has ties everywhere, he got the championship in Miami, multiple championships in Miami, championship in Cleveland, championship in LA, like multiple years spread out. Cleveland that's home to him. You know what I'm saying? He got drafted there. He was the chosen one.
And they talk about drafts not being rigged, bro.
Come on. That's like, come on. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you on that one. Come on. Like, what are we talking about right now?
Bro, they're like, media said, don't say it's rigged. Bro.
Even last year. Come on, bro. The Wemby gets to go to the Spurs.
Like what?
Come on, bro.
Bro, Pop would have been retired, bro. If they didn't get the first pick,
Adam Silver said he was adding a couple more lottery balls.
Bro, he got an extension after that.
That's crazy. He said, yeah.
What?
He said the best number of your career was under one coach. And you're looking at him.
JJ Redick being the Laker coach, that's how we feeling about that, though?
I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it would, just because, I mean, it's Bron, bro. Like, it's tough to coach Bron. They already got the podcast together. They played against each other. At that point, everyone would be looking like LeBron is the coach. I don't feel like he would, although he'd listen to JJ, I don't know, it wouldn't
you don't
work.
Think he'd be respected? I don't know. I mean, it could be. I think that Sam Cassell deserves a chance. I feel like he's been in all these coaching,
That's a good one.
in the coaching mixes. I feel like he's ready. He's been an assistant coach for hell long. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. And then, with Doc Rivers, Doc Rivers said he had the best year under me, which is, I don't even think that's true, because when he was in Philly, he was putting up 18,
literally
almost 20 points.
Starting as well. So I was like...
As like the fifth option.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? I don't know. We talked about it a little bit earlier, though. Just naming off players, this guy or this guy. Lamarcus Aldridge or Pau Gasol?
I got to go Pau Gasol. I feel like that 2000s era power forwards, they definitely were like
They win more with LaMarcus.
Who, the Lakers? More championships? Absolutely not.
What?
No, the chemistry between Powell and Kobe was on a different level. That was like,
Because they speak in Spanish to each other?
yes, facts.
Man,
They're communicating.
LaMarcus is a better player, bro.
That's debatable as well.
I don't think so.
Powell's a better defender. Powell's a better distributor.
Powell was good enough to be your second best player on the team.
Yes, 100%.
Was he the second best team player on the team?
Yes, for sure. No, 100%. He was the second best player on the team. There's no question.
Well, LaMarcus would have been a clear A. LaMarcus in his prime was crazy, bro. We just went over highlights. He's not doing that turnaround bump fade, bro.
That was LaMarcus's only move, though.
Powell can't do that.
LaMarcus had such a limited skill set, bro. In terms of
He had a limit. What?
No, his offensive skill set was there, but that's all you're getting out of LaMarcus, bro. You're not getting no leadership qualities. You're not getting no defensive benefits.
We don't know. What do you mean leadership qualities?
No, we for sure do, bro. Because when Damian Lillard showed up, who's the bell cow of that team? We know for sure.
It was still LaMarcus. LaMarcus is still the best player on the team, for sure.
Okay,
yes,
but the leader is Damian, though. As soon as Damian got there and he established himself, it was Damian's team, bro. Like, LaMarcus was still doing his thing, but
it was Kobe's team when Powell was there.
But he was doing his thing in his own lane. That's what I'm saying. He was doing his thing in his own lane.
And that's what LaMarcus was doing, bro. He was leading on the court, bro. He's like Kevin Durant in that sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's hooping. He's there to hoop, and that's it. We're not calling Kevin Durant no leader. It's the same thing with LaMarcus.
It's close. No, I
don't even think it's that close.
I think it's pretty close. I feel like Powell gets the nod, though.
His offensive game is just, I think it's 10 times better than Pau Gasol's. Pau Gasol.
What could LaMarcus do that Powell couldn't, though? Powell couldn't do it because
he's not doing a turnaround bump fade.
Okay, but he had because Kobe was doing.
He's not driving to the lane. He's not driving. He's not going from the block, going across the free throw line and shooting the floater and making it.
He is, but Kobe was occupying that space. That's why Powell didn't have that because Kobe was occupying that mid-range space. That was Kobe's land. You're not going to take those shots away from Kobe.
LaMarcus can defend too. He's an underrated defender.
LaMarcus got slow feet, bro.
And Powell don't.
LaMarcus got heavy.
Powell don't.
He's a lot quicker than LaMarcus. LaMarcus was slow.
They would have won another, bro. They would have three-peated. They had LaMarcus instead of Powell.
Oh nah,
they would have three-peated.
That's crazy, business.
They not getting swept by the Thunder. That's for sure. They're not getting swept by the Thunder.
On Powell, though.
Bro, because Kobe was the only like really true offensive engine, bro. You can't throw Powell the ball and be like, go give me two right now. You can't.
He was an option out there to score. Yes, you could.
You're not giving him the ball and getting out the way.
But he's going to do the right thing with the ball. He's either going to go score with it. He's going to make the right pass.
But he doesn't have another ball.
LaMarcus is literally just going to get it and get out the way. That's all he got.
Bro, but the fact that
if you already got one of those dudes.
But you can't even run a play like that with Powell. Because he don't do he's not like that offensively. He's not.
Okay, as a roller, he's that pick and roll, Kobe and Powell, bro.
Is LaMarcus a Hall of Famer?
No.
Wow. Are you serious?
100. No, he's not no Hall of Famer. What did he do to deserve Hall of Fame other than he's all NBA a couple times?
Bro, 20K plus points.
No, he's not Hall of Fame, bro. He's not turning no head.
Powell don't got 20K. Powell don't got 20K.
Powell's a champion, though. Powell's a champion. Powell came from overseas.
And so is a lot of dudes, bro. Like, what?
Powell played, 17 years? 18 seasons?
Bro, Joe Anthony's a champion.
Okay, he's not in the same role.
Dexter Pittman is
not in the same role at all, though. Powell was carrying weight, bro. Powell was a pivotal part of those championship teams.
Yes, I want to highlight when they did the pick and roll.
Yes, he said, right there.
Bro,
chemistry.
That's his number one play.
That's the chemistry, though.
His number one play was a layup.
That's the chemistry, though.
Bro, they could have built that with LaMarcus, bro. LaMarcus is
not the same. They weren't speaking Spanish on the court.
Bro, there's other Spaniards on the team, bro. It don't matter. And then he got Sasha on his team, bro. It don't even matter. He could have had that bond with anybody.
You're crazy.
Mark could have stayed on the team, and it would have been the same thing, bro.
Oh, that's facts.
Okay. Hey, Mark's not better than Lamarcus Aldridge all time.
Yes, he is. I'll take Marc Gasol over LaMarcus any day.
Bro, just because of defense?
Bro, yes. He'll hold down the center. He'll stretch the floor.
That shoulder bump fade holds something right here, bro. I don't know.
No, it was iconic because anytime you watch the Portland game from 2007 to 2000,
bro,
whatever, that's all you saw.
He's the only player that made me wish for one time that I was a big guy. That's the only player that ever made me wish I was a big man.
He don't play like a big man, bro. He played like a wing.
He's the evolution. He's probably the first player of that stature to play the way he did.
I don't know, man.
Bro, he's better than Powell, bro.
It's close, man. I always got to go.
Take the winners. Okay, so take the rings off the table, bro.
Why, though? Why? Those are important, bro, because Kobe don't win those without Powell.
He's not even a top 5 Laker. Lamarcus is a top 5 Blazer. So what are we doing? What are we really doing then?
Okay, you can't say the top 5 Lakers was a top 5 Blazer. That's unfair.
Powell wouldn't be a top 5 Blazer if he played for the Blazers.
If he played his whole career there, he would be.
No, he wouldn't.
100%.
No.
Yes. Who are the top 5 Blazers off the top of your head?
B-Roy, Dame, Bill, Clyde,
L.A.
Jerome.
That's fair.
Jerome.
You go to the Lakers, though?
If it wasn't Powell, if you switch out Powell, I'm saying, and then it'd be LA, but I'm saying if you put Powell instead, then there's other dudes there.
I'm just saying you can't compare who's top 5 in the organization. Because you look at the Lakers top 5, bro. There's no way. Lamarcus Aldridge is not top 30 for if you play for the Lakers.
Powell to me is not one of the greatest power forwards of all time. Like I can't.
He played his role great though. He was one of the elite level. He's an all-star. He's an all-NBA guy.
He couldn't win a playoff series being the best player on the team.
No, he couldn't. But he played that
role.
Lamarcus
did though. Lamarcus did that.
He was the best player on that team.
He was the best player on that team. At that time, he was the best player on that team. Dame the next year is really when he came out.
It was Damian Lillard, bro.
But he wasn't the best. He wasn't. They were all stars together that year, bro. He wasn't the best player on the team, bro. At that time, when he hit that game winner, that was like when we really started to take notice. That's when Dame time was born, for real. Was that series. But Lamarcus got him there.
But that's what I'm saying. That he took over that series, bro. So you can't say that Lamarcus won them the
series.
series.
He didn't take over the series, though. He overshadowed Lamarcus in the series because of that one shot. I mean, he was working the whole series. But I'm saying, Lamarcus is the reason why they won that series. They won 2 on the road to start out.
Who was the closer? Who closed it out?
I mean, that's when Dame was the...
Come on.
You know, that play was ran for Lamarcus Aldridge, though. They talked about it. It was ran for him.
And Dame just sprinted towards the ball. He said, I'm open.
Yeah. Bro.
Come on.
Is Powell better than Chris Bosh?
Yes, 100%.
No, he's not.
I think so.
Powell's better than Chris Bosh?
Chris Bosh, bro.
Okay, we put rings on the table, now what? We got rings too.
Bro, imagine Powell on that Heat team, bro. That'd be a much better fit than Chris Bosh.
Go give me a 3-pointer, Powell.
Powell has a 3.
No, he don't.
Powell had a 3,
no,
bro.
He did not. Not a consistent 3.
He shoot it, though.
Not a consistent 3.
That's fair.
Is Powell better than prime Kevin Love? No.
No. Prime Kevin Love is a different beast. I mean, if we're talking prime Kevin Love in Minnesota.
So Kevin Love's better than Bosh then?
Kevin Love, prime Kevin Love when he was in Minnesota is better than a lot of people. And that's a conversation people don't want to have.
So he's better than Lamarcus even?
Yes. Prime K Love, bro. 40 and 20. What are we? I don't know, man. Prime K Love was a different beast.
I know he slimmed down and lost all his rebounding.
Everything.
I mean, he can still rebound and pass, but like he's not grabbing. He was grabbing 20 rebounds a game.
20 boards a game, bro. Would he average like literally 15 boards in a season or something like that?
Nah, he's crazy. Nah, he's nuts. Jimmy Butler trade destinations, just because there's some turmoil there with Pat Riley calling him out to the public. I feel like that's not a good look for all parties involved. Is he gonna get traded this summer?
I mean, I feel like Jimmy did step out of line saying that though, bro. Like
he's just confident in his guys.
But you're on vacation, bro. Like you guys got eliminated. Like you didn't play, obviously. But I'm like to go on camera, like and be like, look right here. If we would be playing, if I was playing, you'd be at home, you'd be at. That's kind of corny to me. So I don't have no issue with Pat Riley checking him. I don't know if that's completely soured the relationship, but I feel like Jimmy, it is time for a new destination for Jimmy because we've seen the ceiling of this Heat team.
Philly,
send him back.
Yeah,
Pat Riley wouldn't do that though. Would
Why not?
He don't want to, bro. They're in the East. He wants to send him west, bro, or at least get him further away. Like send him to a boo-boo team.
Where can he go?
If Pat Riley sends him to the Sixers,
Paul George, Clippers.
Where? That's fair. No, that worked. That'd work perfectly. Yeah, send him to the West, sign and trade. That'd work nice.
If I'm the Clippers, I'm not doing that.
For Jimmy Butler, then you got 2 of the same dude. Because, I mean, they do the same thing at that point. I mean, Jimmy and Kawhi.
Right. I mean, they are. See, you can't have a duo of players that play the same position. Because even you can say the same thing with Paul George and Kawhi. They play the same spot.
Same spot, bro.
Bro, we already talked. Bro, Shaq is the worst superstar we ever seen, bro. Skill-wise, he's the worst superstar we ever seen.
For sure, but he was the most dominant player in the history of the game.
Bro, and we can't. Jokic dominates every category, though. So is he the most dominant? What, physically? Because the game wise, no, absolutely not.
Okay, but how can we say that?
Jokic dominates the game more than Shaq.
But if those two went in the head-to-head matchup, Jokic versus Shaq, Jokic can't guard Shaq at all.
Bro, nobody can guard Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. He's the most dominant player ever. So though he's not dominating, say, the assist game, he's not dominating the free throw line. No one can guard that man.
So you're taking him over Jokic?
It's close. I'm not saying yes. As a matter of fact, I'll take Shaq. Give me Shaq, bro.
No.
He's the most dominant player in NBA history. There's no other player.
And then when he gets in his feelings, he's gonna quit on you.
But there's no player that could guard him, bro. There's no one. Teams would literally go out and draft.
Okay, wrap him up, foul him, earn it at the line, and then what?
Okay, you better have a bunch of big men you can rotate in. Teams used to just draft. Teams used to draft the best Zach Edey available just to guard Shaq. They didn't even want them on the team, but they had to. We need big bodies to guard him. If we don't have anyone big enough to guard him, we're losing, bro.
Not Zach Edey.
They go find the best Zach Edys, bro, and be like, yeah, come on, we need you just to guard Shaq. They were drafting big bodies for that reason only.
Jokic is way better than that man, though.
You can put Draymond Green on Jokic.
That's
bro.
Hell
yes,
no. Hell no.
We've seen it happen before.
Hell no.
When the Nuggets got eliminated in the last Warriors championship,
you got to send two to Jokic. He got the same gravitational pull as Shaq in the post.
I've seen Anthony.
He has the same amount of pull in the post.
Anthony Davis was guarding him one-on-one.
And doing what? Bro, Jokic on his worst day is putting up 29 and 13, bro.
He's not better than Joel.
Who?
Jokic.
Oh, you're crazy.
He's only getting all this attention just because of the inflated stats, bro. It's just
inflated from what?
From just him having opportunity.
These are winning stats. Bro, you can say that about almost anybody in the league, bro. What do you mean his inflated stats because of his opportunity? Every situation is different.
He has the best roster. He has the best possible roster.
So Embiid would be better in this situation.
100%, bro.
Oh,
if he had these teammates that Jokic has, bro, 100%.
Hell no.
Imagine the gravity of Embiid compared to Jokic.
Sixers, bro, if you really look at the Sixers roster versus the Nuggets roster, it is not a landslide at all. They can go band to band for each other for real.
So who's the Sixers' Michael Porter Jr.? No, they don't have one.
That's it. Is that really? And then Kelly Oubre is not a slouch shooting threes. Obviously not on that level, but it's like he can defend, and then Kelly Oubre can defend, and Michael Porter can't. So that really offsets each other if we think about it.
They got a lot of role players that just fit their roles better than
KCP.
He's not Buddy Hield.
They got a D'Anthony Melton. Bro,
no,
they got D'Anthony Melton. They got.
Imagine Joel playing with all those dudes. Imagine Joel playing with Jamal Murray.
He doesn't make Jamal Murray better the way Jokic does.
It takes some more pressure off of him. I mean,
and he's not even on the court. So they just be a worse team just for him being on the team instead of Jokic. It don't even matter. He don't even play. His knees is cooked.
When he's on the court, though.
Bro, and when he's on the court, Jokic is setting everybody up.
All I'm saying is Shaquille O'Neal, no one in the history of the game could guard him one-on-one. I've seen Jokic get halted. Rudy be giving him trouble sometimes. No one...
Bro, with Cat in the backside, bro. Rudy, bro...
Come on. We've seen it, though.
He's an overrated defender.
Shaq would eat Rudy's lunch, bruh. It would be a cakewalk.
That's a 4-time defensive player of the year. Are we sure about that?
It would be a cakewalk. Shaq said it himself, too. And I'm going to go with his word.
Bro, Shaq be saying anything, bro.
He was the most dominant.
He be hating on Dwight. He don't think that Dwight was better than him on the Magic, bro.
He's boosting on that. He's capping. No, he's capping on
Orlando Dwight was better than Shaq, bro. Orlando Dwight was better than Shaq.
No, he was. He did more for that organization. I think he did.
I might take Dwight over any Shaq, bro.
Now you might be boosted.
Orlando Dwight over any Shaq.
Orlando Shaq too? Because although he didn't do as much for the organization,
that's a 3-time defensive player of the year. How many does Shaq got?
No, for sure. But who's he compete against?
And if he was in that era, he'd have the same amount of MVPs, bro. He'd have those MVPs too, because they will say the same thing. We haven't seen anything like it.
No, but
he was almost as physically. He was the modern day Shaq. He was that physically dominant when he was playing.
No, he was. I'll give you that. He was.
And then he involved his game as time went by. Shaq didn't do. As soon as he couldn't back you down, it's over. He was cooked.
And you heard what you said though. As soon as he couldn't though, but everything before that there was.
But as soon as Dwight couldn't really be that dominant in the paint, he expanded his game.
No, he did. I will say the longevity. Dwight's career his career length was nice just because he was able to evolve his game. He was become a role player. He came off the bench. He was willing to sacrifice a little bit. Shaq tried to do the same thing.
Bro, minus the rings, bro, they could go band to band on their careers, bro. Dwight might have had a better career than Shaq. He might have. Like, it's debatable. I don't know. I'm not going to say definitively if he did, but I think it's comparable, especially with the other teams they went to after their primes.
Finals MVPs, bro. No, Shaq was putting up 34 and 15, bro. There was no answer for that.
Shaq towards the end of his career is not putting up the production that Dwight did at the end of his career.
That doesn't. I'm talking about prime time though. Shaq was the final. He was the best player on a championship team.
Bro,
come on.
He had Kobe Bryant.
He was the best player on that team.
Dwight
MVP, Finals MVP.
Dwight was the clear-cut best player on a team. Took an Orlando Magic team to the finals,
and that team was overall.
Without a guard, without a good hit, bro. He had Jameer Nelson, bro. We're not respecting Jameer.
You're not respecting Jameer Nelson?
Absolutely not. We're not. No.
Hedo Turkoglu.
JJ Redick.
Come on, he had dudes.
Bro, JJ Redick, I don't even know if he was even starting on that team, bro. He wasn't even
he was a
like
rotational
that.
Guy, yeah.
Right. Just like Doc said, I unlocked his game pretty much. That's basically what she was trying to say. Bro, Jokic is better than Shaq, bro. Embiid's better than Shaq. But Jokic is also better than Embiid. It's time. I gotta respect it.
Skill set wise, yes, but we have to respect the dominance aspect. If someone cannot physically stop you, we have to respect that.
That don't take skill, bro.
Yes, it does.
It takes coordination. It doesn't take skill. It takes coordination.
And he had to work out to get that big. I mean, come on, he had to put in a little bit of work. He had to work a little bit of touch.
Dwight Howard's, bro.
There's a reason Zach Edey isn't Shaq. I'll say that.
I really think that it's not as far fetched as people think it is between Dwight and Shaq.
How come we haven't seen another Shaq then? There's been no other player like him.
We haven't seen another. Dwight was him, bro.
Dwight, modern day NBA, is Nick Claxton. That's the same player, bro.
That's not the same.
That's modern NBA. That's the same player, bro.
Oh, so he's
just a rim roller.
So he's a 3-time defensive player of the year, taking the team to the finals.
Just a rim roller, bro. At this point, he's a rim roller.
Rim roller.
He's a rim roller at that point.
He had the jab.
What offensive?
Go this way, spin, dunk. Shaq didn't even have that, bro. He's just backing you down. He had a face-up game, bro.
Dwight?
Yes.
Very minimal face-up game. Very minimal.
Bro. The highlights are going to be on the reel. Don't worry about that. It's going to be there.
Very minimal.
You saying this while Dwight Howard highlights going to be...
You're going to find the best.
Yeah.
Very minimal.
What are we saying, bro?
Very minimal.
Are you serious?
I just remember in Houston, bro. It was very minimal. There's not...
That's where and then he bounced back in Charlotte.
No, he did.
That Charlotte year is probably better than Shaq's Suns years, Cleveland years, and Celtics years combined, bro.
I forgot he played for Charlotte.
Yeah, and he was putting up 18 and 10. Hot take for this playoffs, the way it stands right now before we go.
New York Knicks will be in the NBA Finals. That's my hot take. I feel like they're going to rally. I feel like they can definitely beat the Pacers. I feel like Jalen Brunson's the best player on the court, and I feel like he's going to be able to rally these boys, even if it takes 7. And then Boston, we've already seen that they're fraudulent.
You're crazy.
Why not go to the Garden a couple times? Brunson heats up. Josh Hart's diving for loose balls, 20 rebound game. DiVincenzo gives you 40 maybe. The Knicks could very well be in the NBA Finals. And although they're beat up right now, Mitchell Robinson will be healthy by that time. Like, it'd be go time.
My hot take is that the Pacers will not only be in the NBA Finals, they're going to get a couple games. They're going to make it interesting. I'm not saying they're going to win the finals, but I think the Indiana Pacers are going to the NBA Finals. They're going to face the Denver Nuggets, and I think they're going to make it a series.
That's the series to watch then, Knicks versus Pacers.
Yeah, I think that whoever wins that series is going to the NBA Finals. I don't trust Boston. I don't trust Joe Mazzulla. I don't trust anybody over there. Jason Tatum, welcome to Miami.
If Boston lose, it's
looking nasty. Everybody got to go. Even Drew Holiday, you just extended. You got to get him out of there.
He's talking about retiring. No,
build around Peyton Pritchard.
That's nasty work.
I know, but I did see that. Drew was about to retire, and then they threw 30 million.
Yeah, he said, at the end of this deal, I'm done. And then they offered him, 30 M's a year? He said, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, for sure. But I was going to wrap it up today here at the Layup Lounge. Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Come on.
I'm going to be providing more of those reaction videos, too.
Roman's reactions. Tap in.
We tapping into that. So, we going to, after every game, I'm going to try to knock them out.
Betsky.
So, we out of here. Bronny James, late first round.
He actually might be a first-round pick, too. That's the crazy.
Bro, he's good.
It could very much happen.
He's going to be in the first round.